science, fortunately, has advanced to the point where they proved that exercise is so important. They've talked about...
Welcome to Down There, a podcast dedicated to pelvic health and wellness for men and women. Hello again. Welcome back to the podcast Down There. I am your host, Laura McKaig, and we are going to continue the conversation about prostate cancer with Steve Hentzen, who is the co-founder of the Prostate Network group and a 15-year prostate cancer survivor. I had talked about what he's accomplished and how he helps in the last two podcasts, but we have an exciting new update. He's also recently created something very new to the prostate cancer scene here in the U.S., and I am super excited to have him share about this. An app, an exercise app. Now, we've talked about diet and exercise. My big beef with that is, and guys say this, well, my doctor told me diet and exercise, but nobody has given me any instruction, any guidelines on how to do that. And I remember being in Washington, D.C. a couple of years ago and being asked by someone, so do you all have any exercise programs that are online, kind of like they do for breast cancer? And I was kind of embarrassed to go, well, they have some in Australia, but I couldn't think of anything here in the U.S. And I really, really wanted to make that change. And little did I know,
It's already working on it.
Here was already working on it. So tell us about this app.
Let me tell you how it started. So, my background, IT, certainly nothing medical, but me and Caesar created our space for the prostate cancer guys. And science, fortunately, has advanced to the point where they proved that exercise is so important. They've talked about, the side effects of the treatments and finally proved that, exercise and diet can help with that. Finally proved that there's probably not a man that gets diagnosed that isn't going to go through depression.
Yeah.
The number one and number two things you can do for depression. So we had been educated the hard way over the years to learn these things as a group, and we became disciples of these right messages, and those who come before us shall be indoctrinated, right? And so we've mastered that, right? Okay. And I was like, okay, we had done different things. You can have a story on a website. You can send something an email. I'm like, there's more. And I had this idea of an app, and I couldn't figure it out. I wanted to be able to have control of it as the kind of content owner, if you will.
Okay.
And for a website, while I did databases, eventually the tools became easy enough that a guy like me could make a website and make a decent enough one. Podcast, we even figured that out. And it was just pure luck. We finally figured out how to podcast. But an app, and these ideas I had, like, how do I do it? I couldn't quite come up with it. But fortunately, we have great partners. And we've talked about how different people have helped us with different things. So I asked the University of Kansas Cancer Center to help me with my app. And they said yes. They said yes. And so we put together a team of exercise experts, diet experts, prostate cancer survivors, app developers, and we brainstormed. And I was like I said, an IT person all my years, so I had learned how to facilitate sessions and try to gather requirements and try to do design, and so we just put all of it together, and we started into like design sessions and idea generation. And eventually we came up with designs that we kind of said, okay, that looks right. And it was a way, and I described it as, there's a lot of people talk about artificial intelligence. Mm-hmm. I got real intelligence. So these people, these people were experts, right? Yeah. These are survivors who had beat the disease. So we put their smarts in. Mm-hmm. We put the exercise experts and their smarts in. We put physical therapy experts, right? And so we took all these things and we packaged it
like a big think tank.
We packaged it into an app. An app is unlike people kind of use them and know them, right? And you got your one for watching movies on, right? And you've got your one for playing on your Facebook with. You've got your app. And they're very specific things. So we put the things that you would need to tackle prostate cancer into an app.
For somebody who's not super app savvy, like me, what's the difference between going to an app and going to a website?
It's interactive.
Okay.
So it will ask you a question, and it will ask you about your habits on exercise, and it'll ask you about your habits on diet.
So you don't have a website necessarily.
Well, no. So we're not gonna record and use it to track you, and it's free.
Okay.
And it's highly secure. It's been done by world-class experts. It will personalize to the person. So it's okay. Here is who I am. And then it will show them motivational information about why these things are important to them. And then it will lead them to, kind of 3 categories of things. One is around the behaviors. One is around diet. One is around exercise. And over time, we will improve the app by improving the content, but the framework is set. Okay. And I can't imagine that the framework will need to get adjusted much for years to come. I think that it'll be fascinating to watch that the men who use the app versus like the ones that came to our meetings, right?
Yeah.
We kind of know that they got a better outcome. We don't have science to prove it, but we know, right? They got benefit, right? And they will tell you, they swear, right? They just swear by, oh my God, this is the greatest thing. They literally do. People swear by when they've taken part in it. And so we've also wanted to give gifts away, right? And the reason we wanted to give gifts away started out by trying to out men's secrets. That was the original gifts.
Yeah.
We gave away things because we were like, well, how in the world can these men not tell their family, because then the family needs to know that they are at high risk. So then the gifts really evolved. We learned that, the people that provided care in the cancer centers or physical therapy, you loved being able to give these guys something to just say, hey, we care. There's a group that cares about you. And this is all the stuff that comes with it too. But it was just something that said care. So the app is the ultimate gift. And anybody literally on the planet, if you can read English, can get our app and get this gift. And so it's
that is cool.
I think it's the ultimate giveaway. And I hope, to see, around once or twice a year, people that have used it, and we'll dedicate a meeting to it. We'll get them together and we'll talk about it. And then I think people that have contributed to it, right? Because there's content. We're not starting from scratch. It was fairly close to scratch. It was pretty limited because since it didn't exist before, nobody had ever created content thinking it should be targeted to that.
Yeah, this is brand new.
Because nobody's seen it. Now we're going to have it.
Yeah.
And so my hope is that with the feedback from men that use it and the people that have provided content, we'll get continually improved content over time, and we'll get better at giving this away and changing the outcomes. Because I've heard from doctors that provide cancer care. They're like, yeah, we want to give all that stuff. Well, how? How do we do it? I don't have time. I got to do the cancer care.
Yeah.
Well, now we got the app.
Right.
Just built it all
It's
in.
a nice transition from cancer treatment to now what do I do?
Yeah.
Now what do I do to recover?
Yeah. That's the concept.
So what's the status of the app now? Is it out?
In the
Is
store.
it still in testing?
Go.
It's in the store. Awesome.
Yeah. Search Prostate
would
Network.
somebody get that?
Search Prostate
Prostate
Network.
Network?
Yeah, Apple App Store, Google Play Store.
Great. All right. Let's say I have a colleague who's an exercise physiologist or something like that, and they want to contribute. Maybe they have good exercise content and they want to contribute to the app. Can they do that?
If they don't have any ads or not selling anything, if you have any intention other than exactly what our thing is,
Pure educational content.
for free,
Yeah.
for these people, I would be interested to see what they have. I would definitely be willing to review that stuff.
Yeah.
No one can just put their stuff in there. It's not like,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, this was very carefully vetted.
Yeah.
Just
Definitely good quality stuff that has one intention of helping people
for one specific thing.
for one specific thing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of things out there in the world.
Yeah.
Not that they're bad, but this is only for this one ultra. And I think that's why it's going to be successful, is that we are just like the meetings were laser focused on holding those meetings to help these guys. It's one specific thing. The app is also laser focused, one specific thing. And I feel really good about the people that we've got for partners and the content we've got right now. So it'll be a challenge for someone to come up with something that'll beat what we got. But if they got it, let's see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, just to clarify, this isn't just for guys after prostate removal. This is for guys after hormone therapy, for guys after radiation therapy, anything like that? Or is it specifically for the side effects of a certain cancer treatment?
If you got prostate cancer, it's for you.
Okay. Yeah.
There's something there.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of research out there for pretty much all the kinds of cancer of the benefit of both exercise and diet.
I think that I've had other men that have not had prostate cancer go, well, I could use that app. And yes, they could. It's not what it's created for.
Yeah.
But, and the same thing with like other kind of cancers. The gentleman who helped develop it, one of the app experts, he quickly, like, this could work for all these. And I was real fortunate. I had the top doctor for in the region.
Okay. Yeah.
The very top one, right? And he was on our team, and he's like, no, it's going to stay focused. And he was right. It's going to stay focused on this. Maybe eventually you could leverage what we had. But I think in order to be effective, we had to stay focused because this is a really, really complex audience and situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. How has it been received so far by the public?
It really hasn't been announced.
Okay. Well, you're doing that now.
Well, we'll see where you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm positive it'll be highly loved.
I was excited. I was really excited to hear about it because I said, there's nothing like that. There really is nothing like this out there.
Nothing. We scoured. We scoured what did exist and what could be done. And we clearly broke grounds.
Yeah. That is super exciting. And you have not only exercise, but also nutrition.
Yeah. That's a big part of it. You cannot outrun you cannot outrun the fork.
You cannot outrun the fork. Yeah. And then you talked about behavioral, right?
It's massive.
Okay. Explain a little bit about that.
Well, I think that the top doctors in this that treat this are spot on. The ones I've heard talk about that. If the guys aren't even going to try, like when I say try, I mean, if you're not going to up the exercise game and clean up the diet, the treatments, what are they going to do to them it's going to take such a toll that, you know, they're gonna lose, right? You can't avoid the androgen deprivation therapy is the common one, and it's going to take a toll. The common things that are talked about are emotional or the weight gain or the hot flashes, and those are real. They're serious.
Yeah.
But what isn't talked about is what is it going to do to their hearts? What's it going to do to their brains? You know, they survived this thing. What's it look like 10 years from now?
Yeah.
And so that's the motivational stuff is listen to the experts. You know, you can listen to me if you want to make a change based upon me. I don't think I'm very convincing, but great. But listen to the experts, right? Who have actual degrees in science that have studied this, and they will tell you in no uncertain terms, this is what you need to do, and why you need to do it. And it's a psychology thing. It's a health psychology. I'm fascinated by. There's science behind it, and that science is going to get better over time. We talked earlier about how much do we know about science and human health right now. And you said, hold on.
There's not much.
You said about 30%.
Yeah, I was over generous, it sounds like.
I don't know. We'll never know, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it may be in 200 years from now or 500 years from now. But that's the beauty of the app and how it's designed, is that as our knowledge grows, right? And I think we'll actually be able to help contribute to that knowledge, right? The app and the infrastructure, it's going to be the platform to allow us to not only help the men, but also to help the science.
Yeah.
Which is super cool to be part of the solution.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anything else you want to share about that?
Get a dog.
Get a dog.
Get a dog.
Okay.
Man's best friend. I think that the people who have dogs in their lives are happier and healthier. And I think that one of the proudest accomplishments, that was one of your questions in your email, was to get the therapy dogs into the cancer center.
Yeah.
I think that was to watch not just patients, but to watch the staff. Those are hard jobs.
Yeah.
Treating people for cancer is not easy, right? That's just one heartbreak an hour, right? Like next hour, another heartbreak, right? And so I think that the people who can, not everyone can do it, but if you really want to focus on your health, you know, don't wait till you get cancer.
Yeah.
Come up with a healthy lifestyle. Learn how to cook better, healthier. Get a dog. Stay out of this club. It's already way too big. We don't need anybody else.
Yeah.
And then those who do, you know, get the app and get a dog and go for a lot of walks.
There you go, with your dog.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, Steve, thank you so much for being our returning guest. I know every time we talk, I learn more, and I really appreciate the work you do. In case our listeners haven't yet heard, if they want to get in contact with you or learn more about Prostate Network, how can they do that?
ProstateNetwork.org.
Okay.
But it's got everything.
Right.
Just go there.
You're on Facebook.
It's Prostate Network
You're on
everywhere.
Instagram.
We do not vary.
All right.
I remember people thinking, it should have these names. No, just that's it.
Yeah.
One thing.
Easy to remember.
That's all. It's more than enough. And it's still long enough. It's not too long, but I can't shrink it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. All right. For those of you listening, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate your support. If you've got a story to share or you have a question, drop those in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. And this concludes this episode. I look forward for more to come, and I look forward for the further development of this app. It is truly exciting. And that's all for now. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to the show. Drop in a comment and let us know how you liked this last episode. Do you have questions? Or do you want to connect with us further? Perhaps you're ready to take that next step. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Pelvic Connection with Laura McKaig PT. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Laura McKaig PT, or visit our website at www.pelvicconnection.com to discover our online programs and resources or how to work with us in person. Here's to your pelvic health.